Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. I'm here because today we are going to do a little review on the new Rare Beauty Stay Vulnerable collection that just came out at Sephora this week. I was lucky enough to receive a few of these products in the mail, and I thought let me just test these out, get a review out for you guys so you can see if these products are really worth your money and if they're, something you want to spend your money on. Let's just get into it. Like I said, I do have I'm dropping everything. I try not to drop it in my copy. But I do have the entire collection here in one shade, along with the eyeshadow brush. I was sent this through an app called Octoly. It's a review app, so this is in exchange for an honest review. So I was really, really excited because I've never seen Rare Beauty on there, and I didn't know how I felt about spending my money on these products. I kind of wanted to watch reviews first, so since I received them, I thought I can be one of the reviewers. So we have everything is in the shade Nearly Rose. We have the Stay Vulnerable. This is going to be really hard. Stay Vulnerable. This is the blush, Melting Blush. Stay Vulnerable Melting Blush. Then we have a liquid eyeshadow and an eyeshadow brush that goes with it, all over eyeshadow brush, and the Stay Vulnerable Glossy Lip Balm. So I'll just kind of unbox these as we go through to keep it fun. And yeah, so let's do the eyes first. Like I said, everything's in the shade Nearly Rose. It's like a monochromatic collection, so there's like, I don't know, 6 or 7 shades, and they all go together for every single product. They all have a matching shade. First we have the Stay Vulnerable. This is confusing because they have it in like French or something on one side. Liquid eyeshadow in Nearly Rose. So here's what the packaging looks like. It's pretty cute. It's kind of similar shape to the lip balms from the first collection, if you remember that. So let me just read. Got my iPad here, and let me just read the description on this. Well, this is described as a quick and easy eyeshadow that goes from liquid to powder in seconds for a soft, seamless wash of color that lasts. And then they also sent their all over eyeshadow brush, which I have tried one Rare Beauty brush before, and it's the concealer brush, which I love because it gets into the creases of your under eyes. Speaking of, my concealer is creasing. I didn't mention that I have just my base, like primer, foundation, concealer, and brows on, so we can just get right into it. But here is the little, can you see? Here's the little brush. It's really light. Like, they don't feel super heavy and expensive. It's kind of what my thinking was with the brushes, and it's really short. Like, I want something a little longer, but we'll see how it works. These type of shadows work best, in my opinion, without primer. They're just kind of supposed to grip to your eye and last all day. So what I'm gonna do is, I don't like to take the doe foot always right to my eye, because what if I want to ever use this on somebody else? So I'm just gonna take a little bit in that brush, and we'll see if you guys can see here. Just blend it out. It's pretty. It's definitely lighter than I thought. But this is nice for kind of spreading it out, but I prefer like a fluffier brush for the edges of my eyeshadow that's a little less densely packed. This definitely dries down quickly as you use it, so I would definitely do one eye at a time. But it's pretty. It's definitely very like, kind of a light wash of color. I'm just gonna put a little more on my hand, and probably best for like an everyday kind of eyeshadow look. Nothing super glam. Yeah, I definitely don't think you need primer with these. But they blend really easily, I will say that. I don't know if I would pick this brush, like I said, but I'm just gonna see. This side seems like it's a little darker, so I'm going to see if I can build it up just a little bit more. I'm gonna just take a fluffy brush that's clean and just kind of buff the edges. I clean my brushes, aren't you guys proud of me? But this definitely dries down quick and it's pretty. I like the color. I was worried it would be too pinky. I should mention too that like most shadows crease on me. It doesn't bother me too much. I kind of have big crease prone shaped eyes, so it is what it is. I don't really care too much about creasing if I can pat it out. But I think these are supposed to be crease proof. So there's the eyeshadow. I'm liking it. I think it looks pretty. It's a good kind of one and done shadow. Yeah, I like it. Then next we have the Stay Vulnerable Melting Blush. This says it's a breakthrough formula that delivers a weightless wash of soft focus color that melts upon contact for a second skin finish. So let's open this up. I have looked at this prior. It looks like seriously like a little Polly Pocket. Can you see that? It's so cute. And then here's the little blush here. Really pretty. I do think it's interesting that she came out with like more cream blush, liquid eyeshadow, and a glossy balm, because I do already have her liquid eyeshadow, and this is another balm, dewy lip balm. It seems like more versions of the same thing, like another cream blush, a glossy lip balm, and she already has eyeshadows, like those two eyeshadow palettes out. So I'm just curious, you know, why she didn't come out with cream bronzer. She doesn't have any bronzers in her line. I would love to see some cream bronzer. I don't know. I just felt like that's kind of missing, and we're kind of getting more versions of what we already have, if that makes sense. So I don't hate it, but I'm just kind of confused, I guess, by it. So we'll see. Typically, with something like this, I like to warm it up on my finger. This seems like it's going to be a pretty sheer formula, so I'm just going to tap it on my cheeks and then take a stipple brush, just kind of blend it out. I will say that when I swatched this, I felt like the blush was really, really pink, and the eyeshadow and lip balm look a little more peachy. Like that's a really hot pink. And I did not apply any powder. I just I typically do all my creams and then powder, unless it's a really easy formula. I don't like to put cream over powder. It's definitely really sheer, like I'm having to build up a few layers of it. I'm gonna try to just... Can you see? It's like where I keep trying to build it up, like the product's like picking up a little bit and skipping, and it's not really building. This side looks a little better, but it's super, super sheer. Like I feel like I keep building it and I'm not getting much color. Okay. For how vibrant of a pink this is, I feel like there's barely any blush on my cheeks. Does that make sense? So, I don't know. And I feel like after I go in with powder, I don't know if you'll really be able to see it, and I'll probably have to apply a powder blush over. So, I don't know if I'm loving that. I get a lot more pigment from her liquid blush in Bliss. Let me just show you. This one, this is the shade Bliss. It's a lot more pigmented. Maybe I need to play with it. This side looks okay. This side just looks like I can't get any product to stick to my cheek. And it's making me mad. I can't decide if a sponge or a brush is better. Like, it seems like with a brush, it's just like picking up the product. But it's so sheer that a sponge doesn't really give you any color, so I don't know. I don't know about that. The last thing we have here is the Stay Glossy Lip Balm. This is also in Nearly Rose, and it says a luxurious hydrating lip gloss that delivers high shine color with the cushiony feel of a balm. I love a good gloss. I love a good balm. Kind of like balmy lip glosses are all the rage right now, and this is a really pretty packaging. So it has like a slight vanilla scent to it, and I do like a good pinky shade, so I'm happy with the shade. And it kind of has a curved wand that can hug your lips. You see that? It reminds me of the Lady Gaga House Labs gloss. Okay, that feels really nice. Yeah, it definitely is like a balmy gloss. It's not super high shine. I feel like it fills in all my lip lines and feels super comfortable and plush. It kind of reminds me of a less shiny version of the Tower 28 jelly glosses. Like, it just feels really like pillowy on your lips. And I really like that shade. It's really pretty. All right, I'm gonna speed you up, apply the rest of my makeup, and then kind of give you my final thoughts on this collection. Makeup is done. I went ahead and added a little bit of the Colourpop Super Shock Shadow on the lid because I feel like I just like a shimmery lid. And then I added a little bit of the liquid shadow to my lower lash line. I didn't put on any more blush because I just wanted to see how this wore on its own. And I feel like you can't really tell that I have blush on. So I'm not super into that. And then I took the lip off and then put a lip liner and put the lip gloss back on, because I don't usually wear gloss on its own. I like to wear a lip liner under it to give a little more pigment. So I want to give you my collective thoughts, and then I also wanted to go over prices. Liquid eyeshadow, I actually really like this. Would I buy it on my own? It's $20. I feel like if you're looking for a nice, easy, like work one and done shadow and you like the shades, that this might be for you. I definitely don't think you need this eyeshadow brush. I definitely don't prefer it. I prefer something with a longer handle and a little bit more fluffiness to kind of buff out the edges. But I do like this. I obviously can't say right now if it creases or not. I rarely believe in eyeshadow when it says it's crease proof. As far as the blush goes, this is probably the loser for me. This retails for $21. I feel like you can't really tell that I have blush on, and it doesn't build, and it kept kind of picking up on itself and picking up the products underneath, and it didn't blend well with other stuff. So I think if you're wanting to try Rare Beauty and you want a blush, I definitely like their matte blushes. Soft Pinch liquid blushes, I think this is way better. I have the mini, and this is probably going to last me forever. It's more pigmented, but it's blendable, and you get color payoff with this. So I definitely recommend these over this. And then probably the biggest winner for me was the Glossy Lip Balm. This was a nice surprise. It really, really reminds me of the Tower 28 glosses, and it looks really nice with a lip liner underneath, and it's really moisturizing. It's glossy, but it's balmy at the same time. And this is $18, which is really not bad as far as Sephora prices go. So number one for me is the lip balm. You definitely don't need the melting blush. If you want the blush, go with the liquid blush. And I do like the eyeshadow. I just don't use matte liquid shadows all the time. I feel like if I'm gonna use a liquid or cream, I usually am using powdery mattes, panned matte shadows, and then a liquid or cream. So those are kind of my opinions. I will insert some swatches for you guys of, everything and how it looks. Let me know if you are gonna pick up anything from this collection. If you've tried it, what are your thoughts? What do you think of this look? I mean, I think it's pretty. I just I'm not impressed by that blush. The prices aren't bad if you're wanting to try Rare Beauty. Here's the final look. I overall like these products except for the melting blush. Skip that one. Let me know if this review was helpful for you. If you like seeing single line reviews like this, I can definitely post more in the future. If you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I just started, so that definitely helps me out a lot. I also post over on my Instagram, same username at Erin's Beauty Obsession. If you could check that out, that would be amazing. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Bye.